Charizard in the end because, and I won't lie, I always knew that all that phrase of "I'm the future," comma Flash has some meaning into it because he mentioned it like 3 times, 4 times. You wanna come the flashback, so it was pretty obvious that he was going to be a future Flash, but that doesn't immediately mean it was Barry. In my last review of episode 19, I actually mentioned that if Savitar turns out to be Barry, it wouldn't be the Barry from that episode, the one from the future, but it will be future Barry. So I was right. Some people like mention like Ronnie. Some very few people mention other characters that didn't make any sense, like J. Rick or this other guy, like Julian, like maybe R2 Julian, something like that, because R2 Julian comes to his early saboteur, grabs this early Julian or something. But no, it was in a way it was kind of obvious that in the end, like look at that green, he looks so crazy, he looks so evil. So obviously there's a lot of questions like first, what the hell is wrong with your face? What happened? Who made you? Who did that? Like it was Barry, it was another speedster, what's with your head? What your face? What happened? Why do you need the suit? Why did you use the suit? How did you get the suit? Why you want to kill Iris? Well, there's actually like a theory, the most common theory about people that always where we mentioned that Barry was Savitar, it was that this actually is a time remnant from season 2. You know, when he battled, when they're on the race of his life episode, when they're in a big race in the final battle, he used a time remnant that sacrificed himself when he has to save Joe from Zoom, the main villain. And it's pretty crazy because we know that Barry died. It actually took me like a full hour to understand how that thing worked because I never got it right in the show. So people mentioned that maybe the time remnant didn't die and it was sent to the Speed Force, and that's when this Barry came from. But it doesn't make sense because this Barry, this Savitar Barry, knows everything that's happening right now, including all the stuff that Barry was saying in the episode. We know that in the episode there's a scene where Killer Frost is talking to Barry, and she knows exactly all the stuff Barry's gonna say, quote by quote. And like Cisco mentioned, it's not like she kinda knew exactly. No, it was word by word when he says something about that. We're friends, we're family. Family sticks together. We have to help each other, something like that. And she mentions she's calling it at the same time he's talking in the precise moment he said. So that's the moment when I say it has to be Barry. It can't be anybody else. Maybe some crazy evil Flash for another timeline, but that's too much. Some people I remember mentioned that could be Wally, and I was like, how the fuck is Wally? But here's the thing. It makes sense, even though it doesn't feel that epic or all like, oh my fucking god. It makes sense because think about it. When Wally, this is Wally 2024, from when that Wally, we know that he's in a shock. He sees something so terrifying, so horrible that he can take it. Yeah, we know that he gets his spine break, but that's not the point. It's the point that he's like in a shock. He's like Barry find him, like original Barry goes to the future and find him, and you know, like he's like, dude, what the hell? Because he's in a big shock that he got like stuck in that. When I saw that, I was like, well, it makes sense because if he saw Savitar without his mask and Savitar then beat the shit out of him and see that it was Barry, seeing the man that he's like your idol in a way, the one that you're following his steps, and he's the one who loves your sister, and they're gonna get married or they want to get married. Like it's pretty hard, you know, like that's too much to handle, and it's a big shock because all this time fighting, getting ready to beat Savitar, and Savitar turns to be Barry. And of course, even if Barry finds a way to defeat evil future Barry, of course, some people mention that it doesn't look that old. Like, what made him like that? And I can totally see season 4 being like, oh, season 4 is gonna be about Barry questioning everything he's gonna be doing because he's gonna do everything in his power to not become evil. And yeah, it could be interesting. Now I'm getting scared as fuck because I don't know what the hell is going to happen with Iris. Iris might die, might live. Who the hell knows at this point? We don't even know. Other cool stuff. I really like the Killer Frost stuff when she's sliding, like Iceman from the X-Men. I really like that. It looks like she's really starting to develop more controlling his powers. Maybe it was Savitar, maybe he's been practicing. I like also the hostage situation when Joe has to tell his lover. I don't remember the name of the girl, of this detective. He tells her the truth, and you're like, wow, like now everybody knows. Like in this episode, two people already know. I don't know if the scientists know that Barry's Flash. I guess she kind of does. I mean, what? I mean, he can put two and two together. Like, oh, there's this kid like appear, and then he's not over there, and now this guy, the Flash, has the same voice. I think she kind of knows. I guess, and she hasn't agreed 100% that she's gonna be helping them. That's another thing. I'm gonna put something else because it kind of bugs me that face, that like evil. So in general, it was a great episode. I really like it. Also, we had the Cisco stuff. Cisco and Julian have good moments because you'll see, Julian really wants to find Caitlyn because it makes sense, and Cisco kind of he wants to avoid the subject as long as he can because Julian, the first thing Julian says in the episode when he appears is like, we have to find Caitlyn. We can't forget. We can lose time if we know she's gonna be walking with Savitar. We have to help it. That's a pretty bad, pretty shit. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun of people. So he wants to really find it, and Cisco is afraid that if he fights her and use all his power or not being able to control himself, he will kill her. So it makes sense. He clearly states that she's his best friend and she doesn't want to lose her. He wants to kill her. And if they battle, it eventually will end up to him to be killing her. Somebody will have to die if that even happens. That's the way he feels. And when he has the chance to finally strike, he totally loses his chance because he has this small mental image of the old Caitlyn. You know, actually it's in this scene when he sees the old Caitlyn when she's, oh, this is the pad. She's bad. She's like it. He sees the face in his mind of the original Caitlyn, you know, that one that looks pretty cute, like a nice girl. I really like the actress that made Caitlyn in Killer Frost because when she's Caitlyn, she totally looks like a pretty nice, cute, like a nice person. But when she's Killer Frost, her eyes, like this actress has like crazy eyes, like she looks so crazy, like she can really pull it off. I really like the way they make this character work. We have also, there's other stuff to talk, especially all the stuff related to the scientists. There's something I don't understand. It kind of bugs me. It's like she was getting to quit her job because college wasn't going to pay for all her stuff, like found his project. But she mentioned that she never told nobody about it. So how the hell did she was able to, like, I mean, I guess she meant like to beside the school, she never tell nobody. But if in the future she's supposed to develop that, then how she gets the money? Like they fuck the timeline again, or maybe is this exact event like makes her to be able to create the trap for Savitar? But if they defeat Savitar, then they never go back. They never find her in time. I don't know. It's so freaking weird. But whatever, I really hope this character doesn't die. I don't want her to kill her because she's like getting bond with Harrison Wells, and it's kind of cool to see every character develop a relationship with a different character. We have Cisco with her friend from the other Earth 19, I guess it was. Like she's like a vibe like him. Barry with Iris. We have Wally with Jesse. They made a reference to Jesse Quick. She doesn't appear, but we know Wally went to Earth 2 to visit her. So everybody has like there's like their little companions. So now Harrison has somebody, so that's cool. Overall, the most amazing thing is that in the end, the I'm the future, comma Flash. It was right. All the people that called that, congratulations. Like, oh my, you knew it. You knew it was coming. I really hope. I'm excited about what's coming up next. I don't know. So that's, I guess that's it. I really don't want to go more away ahead. I just want to talk about that stuff. So if you really enjoy this, just let me know you want to see me doing more of these reviews. And take care, everybody. All of you, take care of yourself. And we gotta see what's gonna coming up next. Like, what's gonna happen? Is gonna fight Barry versus Barry, or what's coming on? They're gonna fight. They're gonna talk. I guess. Like, I wanna know what's coming, and also how they're gonna defeat him, or what's going on. I don't know. We're gonna see this. And of course, if Iris die, I don't think so. I don't think they will cap the balls to kill Iris. But I say the same with Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Gwen Stacy, and I was wrong. I really like that this decision. They kill her, so maybe they can pull Gwen Stacy here. I hope. I don't know, but whatever. Well, take care of yourselves, people, and see you later.